collects, yeah. Hit that Macari, sell what he gets, yeah. He do unboxings and giveaways, yeah. Let's get to watching what he gets today, yeah. Castell collects, yeah. Castell collects, yeah. He do unboxings and giveaways, yeah. Let's get to watching what he gets today, yeah. Castell collects.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy DL Castell, and this is Castell Collects. So we're here right now in the Dave Cave, and we've got a lot to show you guys today. Now, you see me doing a lot of unboxings with Gatman. You see me showing off a lot of mystery boxes and some of the things that I purchased. But today, I'm going to show you items that I've bought on the internet, internet, GameStop, Walmart, whatever, that are usually on clearance. I'm also going to explain to you guys why I buy so much stuff. Now, you may say some of it is crap. You may say some of it is cool. You may say some of the things you want. You may say some of the things you would never buy. But I'm going to show you guys why I do this and why I continue to do it, and also why I do it for the channel. Let's get into it right now. So again, guys, I purchase things all over the place. A lot of times on Facebook, sometimes on Facebook Marketplace, sometimes through other websites on Facebook, like little groups that they have. This particular box comes from one of those groups. I actually don't remember what it was, but I buy a lot of stuff, and I really don't remember what the hell I buy all the time. So let's get into it and see what's in this particular box. Okay. This is something very cool. Now, this particular item is, I actually still own the original one from when I was a kid, but this is a brand new one in box, and I will explain to you guys why I purchased this right now. All right, so here you guys have it. This is a brand new in-box Jurassic Park Peckylocephalosaurus. Yes, I know my Jurassic Park dinosaurs. Now, this is actually a brand new piece. It's got some, crap on the box that I can clean up. The box has got a little bit of yellowing to it, but here's the reason why I bought this. Jurassic Park is always going to be a hot item. Now, I paid $55 for this. It does sell online anywhere between $75 and $100. But why did I spend $55? The reason why is because you do not see a lot of these items brand new anymore. And even though it's got a little bit of gunk on the side, which I can clean up, and even though the box is a little yellow, it's just a rare piece to have because it's Jurassic Park. And to be honest with you, I'm still a Jurassic Park fan. So whenever I see a cool piece that reminds me of my childhood, I make sure to buy it. Now, alongside of this, there are a bunch of figure ideas on the back of what else they have going on. And I do actually own a lot of the older pieces. So it is pretty cool to get my hands on one of these as is. Now, this one's got a little bit of gunk on it on the actual figure itself. So I'm going to have to do some cleaning up on this, and it's a little bit nasty. So we are going to have to give it a little revitalization inside the package as well. But it just comes with the territory. Again, the item sells brand new for up to $100. But we got to clean it a little bit and bring it back to life. Let's keep going. So now these next three pieces I have really have no rhyme or reason. So these next three pieces I have are actually good for the future. Now, they're not something that you would really sell right now because technically they're not really prime sale pieces. But again, these are good for the future, and I paid so little for them. They're a great thing to have. So first off, we have Austin St. John as the Gold Ranger. Now, this is part of the Lightning series, and the box is in great condition, and I only paid $11 for it. The figure goes anywhere between $20 and $25, so to pay $11 for it was definitely worth it. Now, will I sell this right now? Probably not. I'll likely get this autographed by Austin St. John because I got another one signed already by him, but to have it sell it, it'll instantly go up in value because his autograph costs about $70. So $70 plus $10, $81, you could easily sell for $125 at that point. And to be honest with you, just to have the piece itself for me is an awesome thing to have. Next up, I went ahead and I don't actually own this piece prior to, but I got the Lightning series. This is the Power Rangers in Space Blue Ranger. Now, this is the one that comes with the little speeder bike on the side of it. When this first came out, it was selling for like $35. Wouldn't have purchased it. Space, I think Space is like the last series I collected before I stopped collecting Power Rangers as a kid. So I do remember the character. Wasn't that important to me because, again, I was kind of phasing out of my Power Ranger career. But these things do sell for a lot of money, and I think I only spent $15 on this. So again, this is a good hit. It'd probably sell for $30, but I'm in no rush to sell it because the market isn't ready to buy it yet. Now, last but not least on this trio is a very important piece. This would be the Tommy Oliver Red Ranger from Zeo. Now, the box is a little bit beat, but I only paid $10 for it. Anything that reflects in any way, shape, or form JDF, which I have to do the research on, you would just want to own it just for the heck of it. That's why I kind of bought this piece, but now I'm thinking I screwed up and he's actually not the Red Ranger in this series. Yeah, I'm definitely screwing this up, I think. I'm going to have to go backwards and look. Oh, no. This was Tommy. I'm not confused. This is Tommy. I'm just looking because on the back they showed Dr. Bracchio in it too. And I don't own that piece, and now I'm going to go buy it. But again, anything that has to do with Tommy Oliver and JDF, just something to have for my personal collection. Will I sell it right now? Probably not. It's a long hold, but it's just something really cool to have, and it's a good momentum of JDF. So we've got another mystery box that I don't remember what the hell I bought. You know, when you guys are buying, if you're buying to sell and things like that, and not doing stuff for your personal collection, you don't want to buy the wrong thing. I've made that mistake numerous times, and you'll see progressively as we go along with this, there are some items that were just a waste of money, and I probably wouldn't make a lot of money on them. But at the same time, some of the items are long holds or they're for my PC, so it really doesn't matter. Now, in this box, I have no idea what the heck this is. Oh my God. Oh God, this is such a bad purchase. Okay, so bottom line is this. I was in one of the rooms, and it was an auction room, and I just saw this. It was brand new. This is probably the biggest waste of $40 I ever did in my life, and I got to do some more due diligence on it, but I bought this Nintendo 64 game. What is it called? Beetle Adventure Racing. Beetle Adventure Racing. I don't own any Nintendo 64 games that are in mint condition with all the booklets and everything. So it was $40. It was a complete waste of money. I guarantee you I'm going to lose money on this. Unless there's somebody that would buy it for $50 and I make $10, it is going to be a complete loss. But at the same time, you never know what the future holds. And sometimes these little dumb games, they actually are worth the most money in the future. So is it a bad move now? Completely stupid. Would I sell it now for $10 profit? 100%. But again, you never know what the future holds, and this is proof of it. All right, the next two items are Toy Biz items. Now, Toy Biz items are very hot, and people love Toy Biz. The older the Toy Biz is, usually the better, but Toy Biz can range from anywhere from a piece being $3, like the Psylocke Toy Biz action figure, to $275, the Weapon X with the gray trunks or whatever color it is. I really don't know. But in this case, this is part of the Marvel Universe Forge. These particular pieces, I don't have a lot of them. I do have a couple buddies buy me them here and there. I have no reason to collect them, but I bought this one because it was only $10. Now, although it's probably only worth $10, again, it was in such a good, amazing, perfect box all the way around that I figured, you know what, there's a Forge fan out there that might spend $20 on it. So even though for me, it's not what I usually like, it is something to hold in my Dave cave and hide it for the future because you never know what the future will hold. And next up, I got something for my PC. One of my favorite villains, this is Weapon X. Now, these figures range anywhere from $20 to $30. I actually paid $15 for this. Because Weapon X is one of my favorite characters in the Marvel Universe, I'm likely going to keep this. This is actually part of the Metallic Mutants line. I do have the Wolverine at the bottom, but this is clean, man. This is like an awesome piece. And again, it's not something I would sell now, but in the next 10 to 15 years, these will be obsolete and you just won't find them in this great condition. And I'm known for keeping my stuff in great condition. So whenever it comes to purchasing something of mine, you can always guarantee that it's going to be mint. And if it's not going to be mint, I'm going to tell you. And you're going to see that on these next two items. What I mean by having mint and not so mint. Okay, so mistakes were made. This was a really bad purchase on my behalf. Now, let the record be known that I bought these two pieces, one, because I just really liked these actual Power Rangers Zords, but I didn't really look at the pictures too well, and I just made a random purchase because the price was on point. So I went ahead and bought the Japanese version of the Mystic Force Power Rangers Megazord. Now, this particular Megazord is really, really, really awesome. It's basically 5 mini Zords, which are human-like figures. One of them's like a bull, the other one's like a hawk, a jetpack girl. I don't really know because I didn't watch Mystic Force like that. But then they all combine to make a big dragon. Now, when you see this from far away, you can't see the major problems, but up close, this box is a damn disaster. So let me show you guys a little bit of how bad this is, like this gigantic rip that starts here and goes all the way down. It also has been like gnawed at something, probably by, I don't even want to know. And then the box has these nasty gashes of duct tape all around it. Although that was a very stupid decision on my behalf to buy it, you don't see the box very often, but all the contents inside are brand new. I have opened it up already. I'm not going to go through that process again of opening up to show you, but it really is in great condition other than the box being destroyed. But it is cool to have the box a little bit of memento. Now, there was a second part to that purchase. And again, I paid $120 on the first one, and the next one I paid another $110 for. I had no interest in Mystic Force whatsoever because I didn't really watch it, but this is actually another Mystic Force Megazord, and this one is brand new in box. So I bought 2 of these. Now I have another one that was opened already, and the box is decent, and this one, the box is actually okay. It was the same seller, but 2 different products. The tape is peeling a little bit at the top, but for the most part, it's fully taped up. I don't know anything about Mystic Force. I won't pretend to, but what I did really like is I liked the actual Zords on the back of this. When I opened up the other one that I have that is an open version of this, I couldn't even tell you anything about it, but I thought this was a very unique figure, and I like the transformation of it. Again, I don't chase Power Ranger figures that I don't know. Again, I was telling you guys before, I stopped at Power Rangers the Space, and then that was it for me. I didn't buy any more. I grew up, I got over it, but I still remained a kid. I never stopped being a kid. Again, these are things that I just buy because I personally like them. I'll probably put them on my Macari in the future, but for right now, they're staying in the Dave Cave. They're not going anywhere. So like I was telling you guys, mistakes can be made when purchasing items on any website or any form or anything you do, but this next sale was so cheap, and they really have no relevance to my life. I have a couple of them from when I was a kid, but I bought these because they were so dang cheap. Now, will they ever sell for more? Probably not, but they are really cool pieces to have. So let me show you, because we have the Hess trucks. The Hess trucks this year, the Hess trucks here. Okay, Hess trucks. So if you know anything about these at one time were like cult things to buy. People would go nuts for these damn Hess trucks. Now, before I reveal to you the price, let me show you guys all 3 of them that I purchased. So this is the one with dual race cars. The next Hess truck is with a prop plane. And last but not least, this one is just a fire truck, Hess truck. What's really important to know about Hess trucks, guys, is that at one point in history, people were going nuts for these things. I mean, you would have to run around to multiple Hess gas stations to get them. Oh, I'm sorry. For those of you who don't know what Hess trucks are, Hess is the name of the gas station. I believe Speedway bought them all out, which Speedway is now part of 7-Eleven. So Hess would sell commemorative trucks every Christmas. And then Getty copied them, and I think Sunoco copied them. But for the most part, Hess was the leading guys of when it came to this stuff. So these are just very cool to have, probably for my personal PC, because I have about 30 or 40 of them already. But again, you never know, because in 20 years from now, 30 years from now, people may be looking for these. And what did I pay for these? $5 each. Yes, $15 each. Now, although it wasn't a great purchase and it wasn't anything to write home about, for 15 bucks, you can't go wrong. And this just goes to show you that although it may not have been a great purchase, the deal was there. So if you're going to spend the money on something that you can hold on to for a long time, this is something that I'm going to hold on to for a long time. Well, as I was saying, some of these boxes build up in time, and I actually don't even know what the hell I have. So this box right here, who's it from? Oh God, I don't even know what the heck is in this box. I just pile these boxes up and I leave them to the side because I either know what they are or, I'm sorry, I probably do know what it is after I open it, but I'll just forget about it because it wasn't something I was going to sell immediately. Okay. These are those purchases that you get and you get a really good deal on them, and you want to roll with them. Now, for those of you guys who know, I'm a huge Godzilla fan, and this right here is part of the Godzilla G-Force. This is back in the early 90s, 1994 Trendmaster this came out. There is a whole line of them. There's Pete Richardson, Michael Van Horn, David Easton, and Margaret O'Brien. Codename O'Brien, shocker. But I already have one of these, but here's the deal. This particular piece sells for about $40. Now, if I was to go on my Mercari account and sell it, I'd probably put it up for $40. But will it probably sell? No, not likely. However, there is a cult fan who collected the G-Force. Now, even though I have one, I would likely sell this one for a little bit cheaper because there's a little bit of yellowing on the card. But something you really can't find a lot of, and especially when the card is like a razor blade like that, you know you're going to keep it for a little bit of time. So will I put it on Mercari? Most likely. But will I sell it for less than it normally would sell for? Most definitely. But I only paid $8 for this. Again, even if I make $20 on it and the Mercari fee is clear, it's still a $10 profit. If you're worried about making millions of dollars on toys, that's where you're wrong. You want to start off small and start your business to ramp it up, and you will succeed. It just takes a little bit of time. Alongside the G-Force, I actually picked up this, and I'm going to put this in my personal collection. I didn't buy any of these, but I think I have one, actually. I think I have the Black and Gold Ranger. But this one was all jinkied up, and I was okay with it. But it's actually the Tiger Zord. Now, this is the, I'm going to call it the cassette series, the Power Rangers cassette series. I'm not really sure. I think when you open it up, it looks like, yeah, it does. It looks like a VHS. So these actual figures are very cool. I only paid $7 for this. They do sell mine for about $20. This box is a little beat up, so I could probably only get like $15 for it. But I'll likely keep this in its box, or maybe I'll open it. I just don't know. But what I really like about this line is they actually made the figures look like the way they look like on a TV show. Again, for what I paid for it and for what it's worth, it's a no-brainer to buy it. And then last but not least, I got another piece for the PC. It's funny because like this particular figure will really be worth $0 always, but I just thought it was really badass. So it's a Marvel Legends Magneto. This is part of the Age of Apocalypse line. Yes, build a figure. It's a Build-A-Figure Age of Apocalypse Colossus. Did I say it right? No, not Age of Apocalypse. Phoenix Force Colossus. Yeah, it's right there in the back right there. This one has no parts of the Build-A-Figure, but the other figures include Rogue, Cyclops, Sabretooth, Shadowcat, Iceman, and Marvel's Legion. Oh, wow. So a lot of the original characters is beefed up. Very cool figure. Something for the PC. Not really going anywhere. Okay, so here's a box of goodies that I definitely forgot that I even purchased. I don't know if they put the prices on. Oh, okay. I actually know the prices of some of these. So this particular piece, I'm actually going to be putting next to a statue that's coming by a custom builder. This piece is fire because I've never seen it before. It's a Juggernaut and Colossus X-Men collab. This is part of Marvel Universe collection. They have a couple different sets. They have Thanos and Adam Warlock, and then they have Ant-Man and Moon Knight. So this guy, this sells online for about $50, believe it or not. But I only paid $20. I am going to be pairing it with a statue. The image of them in the back is nothing like what the statue looks like, but you'll see when I pair it next to it, because I'll make sure to show you guys that later on. Okay, this next thing I got, I do remember how much I paid for this. I paid $8 for this. No real relevance to everything, but I got Ronin. Now, this Ronin is from the Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. This is a really cool figure. Now, if you are a fan of Ronin, you really know he doesn't look anything like the movie compared to the comic books. But the box was so mint, and it was such a nice piece that who knows what this holds in the future. So for what I paid for it and what it could potentially be worth, it's worth it for me to hold on to it and just put it in my storage for future sales. Last but not least, guys, We have what I thought I said I didn't buy any more of, but I did buy some of. It is, in fact, another one of the Power Ranger cassettes. This is the Black and Gold Megazord. Again, very cool thing for me to have. I do have 2 of these, and I will likely maybe sort of open it, but I do have the Black and Gold Megazords unopened. Do I? I do. Somewhere. I do. But anyway, very cool thing to have. Very happy to have it. It's probably going to stay in Dave Cave. Likely not going anywhere. This next piece is actually a piece I got from Amazon. I paid full price for it because I personally wanted it. My buddy's son had it out of the box, and I was like, you son of a bitch. Why would you take it out of the box? But it's such a badass piece. I had to get it for myself. So I went ahead and got the Marvel Select Juggernaut. This figure is probably about 7 or 8 pounds. It's extremely heavy, but it's really, really, really cool. So if you do have any Marvel Select, you know how awesome these products are and how good of detail they are. There is 2 other pieces that I tell you to be a lookout for. It is the Deadpool and Cyclops, but this is the Mighty Juggernaut, and I had to get it for myself. I don't know. Something about these diamond pieces were just so awesome, and I have a couple of them. I have the Hulk one. I have, I think I have a Punisher one still. I have a few more, but realistically, awesome piece. Just for the PC, paid full price, not gonna sell it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, the next 2 pieces I got in another box. Now, these are just filler pieces. So what I mean by that is they're pretty much things that no one's gonna really buy. The seller sold this dinosaur fossil T-Rex. Now, mind you, it attaches with another robot, all the parts, but it's just, it's Paleo T-Rex. So, yeah, Paleo T-Rex. I don't know anything about this figure, but what was funny was he was trying to sell it for $25, which leads me to believe that at one point it was worth that, but I bought it for only $7. I'm going to hold on to it because pieces like this that are a little funky, a little weird, but do things like attach other robots, tend to have some kind of weird value at one point in time. Well, soon at one point in time. The next thing, this was only $10 as well. No connection to what I like, but it's just a piece to have for the collection, and it is a Halo dual piece. It's Spartan MK7 and Spartan Gungnir. I don't know who they are. I don't remember them from the game, but for $10, there's a cult following of Halo fans. Somebody out there will probably want this in the future. Again, I'm not in a rush to sell it. It is going to go into the closet for a little bit of time until I figure out when I want to sell it. But pieces like this, they do sell and people will pay for them. So I'm going to hold on to it for a little while, let it build up, hopefully build up some value. Now, guys, I made some really big home runs last month. Now, this next box I'm going to show you is probably it's actually the second most exciting purchases that I made. And the reason why I'm so excited about them is because they are a direct link to my childhood. Now, mind you, I did purchase one of these pieces, which I'll get into after I show you guys it. But this box, I'm not going to tell you the price yet. This box is probably worth around $250. Let's get into it. I'll show you what's going on. So here it is, guys. No, they're not sponsored. They're not getting nothing. So the first piece of this would be the Superhuman Samurai Servo. Okay. If you guys are not familiar with Superhuman Samurai, it was a very, very, very cool show. It was kind of a rip of, it was kind of like a Power Ranger ripoff, but it was like kids get sucked into like a computer and they fight viruses and the viruses are on the back. And I don't really remember the whole concept of the show, but this is Digital Knight Servo, one of the little 5-inch action figures they had. But this is in mint condition. I've seen this thing sell for $50, so I thought that was really crazy. Do I think it's worth $50? No, not at all, but I have seen it sell for $50. Next up, I have Superhuman Samurai Amp. Again, another rare piece, and it is mint on card. Guys, when I tell you what I paid for this whole set, you'll probably die. Again, this piece could sell anywhere from $30 to $50. I haven't seen it sell, but I probably would put it up on Mercari because I really don't want them. But it's a really cool piece, especially when I tell you what the price I got it for was. Next up, I have a piece that I have had once. This is not the big battle, Zords, But this is the combo set. So this is the Superhuman Samurai. It comes with the regular servo, and then it comes with Tracto, Boar, and Vitor. And when they connect together, it becomes Superhuman Samurai Synchro. So this is like the miniature version of their Power, like not Power Rangers, but like their Power Ranger Zords. This is the 9-inch, 7-inch, 9-inch, whatever it is. Anyway, this set, I had bought this once for $45 and sold it for $145. So do I think I could sell it for $145 again? Maybe. I am going to put it on Mercari because I really don't like it. The next piece, though, I'm not going to sell. And now that I think about it, this box is worth more than $250 because I forgot I sold this for $140. But the box is great. It's brand new condition. And it even has the KB Toys logo at the top when it was $7.99. All right, guys, so the box isn't complete right here. This is the last piece to this puzzle, and I will tell you the grand number of what I got them for. And here he is in all his glory, a brand new deluxe servo in box. Now, the box is really, 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 really good condition, considering the age of it, because this is back in 93, right? Yeah, 1993. Now, this servo is actually really important because to have this servo means that he connected to all the other Zords that they have. I'm not sure what they were called, but you can see on the back, you connected to Drago, which is a dinosaur. So it was Drago, then it would turn into Deluxe Superhuman Samurai. It says, it looks like porno, but I know it's not porno. Then he would connect to Xenon, and then that would become the Superhuman Samurai Synchro, like you saw down here. But this was the main piece you needed to connect all the Zords together. So unlike Power Ranger Zords, where they combine into their own Zords, the only way to make the other characters into Zords, I shouldn't say that, to make them even more badass Zords, you needed to have the servo. So Superhuman Samurai, all based on computers, servo, amp, you know, all these names, they all kind of represent a computer in some way. But I got a brand new mint one right here. Now, what did I pay for this? I paid a total of $69 plus shipping and handling. All in all, the whole entire thing came out to, I think, like $8 shipping and handling. So I basically paid $77 for all of this. Now, this servo has sold online recently from anywhere from $125 to $200. Conservatively, I'll say $100. So I know I sold the piece back here for $140. And if these two pieces right here are $50 each, $140 plus another $100, guys, do the math. This was a home run. Now, for me to go ahead and buy this stuff, will I hold on to it? I will definitely hold on to it. Or I'm definitely just going to hold on to the servo because this was the main character for me. But these other pieces, I might hold on to me for longer because there is a cult following for them. And I want to take, you know, full advantage of that for the future. But wait, we got one more big one, and this is the biggest one of this entire purchase. All right, so this next lot that I purchased, I paid a pretty penny for. You're excused, Riley. Am I going to sell it? I put it up on Mercari already, but would I sell it? I don't know. Now, I'm a little torn about it because, honestly, I don't really care whether I keep some things or don't, but this is a set that I've never had complete. I have seen the individual ones sell for anywhere between $25 and $50 from the local toy stores here, but as a set, I've never seen it being sold. So I'm gonna burp, ready? Okay, I burped. I'm gonna assume that if you have the full set, it's actually worth more than it would be individually because then you don't have to search for it all. So I did put it online for $550. Let me show you. First and foremost, we have the Pink Ranger, Kimberly, every man's crush back in the day. So this is an original on the card. The card's got a little wave to it, but for the age, it's okay. It's got a little bending right here. It's got a little bit of creasing, but this is the original figure, never opened. I have to lay it down. Then we have Adam, the Black Ranger, Ninja Adam. Again, another piece. You really don't see this on the card too often, but this is a mint on the card for the most part. Again, a little bit of wave in the bottom, but nothing to send me over the edge, and the bubbles in mint condition. We have Billy the Blue Ranger. Now, this particular piece is a little funny because it looks like it's sun damaged on the figure, but it can't be because the card is in mint condition. Again, card is great, a little bit of bend at the bottom over here, but for the most part, he's really awesome. But he's just miscolored, so you can see his chest is a little bit of green. I think it might have been a misprint. This could go for more money because there's people who specifically only buy misprinted items. If you were to ask me, this is a misprint. It's definitely worth more money. Next up, we have Aisha. Again, this is all from the Power Rangers Ninja. This is like the original movie type figures. These are crazy because they didn't make a lot of these. And yeah, this is the baddest piece right now, the baddest pieces. So she's in great condition as well. Again, guys, you're looking at an original set. We have Rocky. Awesome card, awesome bubble, all around awesome piece. And last but not least, JDF, Jason David Frank, Tommy Oliver as the White Ranger. This is the entire set, and this is actually the one in the worst condition. You can see some creasing in the top corner right there on the camera, but that's the worst part about it. A little bit of bend, but what do you expect from pieces that came out in 94? What were these? 1995 these came out. So to actually have these in my presence, this whole entire line, and be able to say I have the whole set is really freaking cool. I paid $225. I'm selling it right now for $550. But to be honest with you, unless somebody paid me $550, they're not going anywhere. And the truth of the matter is, it would take a very specific collector to want to buy these for $550. Now, I know that if I sold them for $550, personally speaking, as a fan, I would not buy them. But these mementos, these are things that you have for a very long time. And hopefully in the future, they're actually worth more than the $550. Well, guys, that about wraps it up here over here at Castell Collects. Again, guys, if you're a buyer, a seller, a collector, whatever you are, always comment below and tell me what you guys got going on. I'm always interested to see what other people have. I know my collection's a little bit all over the place, but again, this is not a full-time job. It is a hobby, and I love doing it. It's just a little bit of passion I have, and it's funny because I'm this rough and tough guy, but at the end of the day, I got a room full of toys. That's just what I do. Selling the toys are a fantastic thing to do, and honestly, when I do it, I get a kick out of it, especially when I make good hits on some things like the Superhuman Samurai you saw here below. Again, comment below, shoot a couple likes if you don't mind, subscribe if you'd even like to. Show me and tell me what you guys have going on in your collections. I'd love to hear about it. Find me on Instagram. You probably won't like it because I get a little crazy with what I post, but show me what you got. I'm always super interested. But I want to show you guys something really, really important to me, something that I haven't been pushing for years, but I invented it, and that is the Cushy. Now, for those of you guys know, I am not only just a collector of toys, but I am an inventor. I invent things. And I invented this pillow right here. This is called the Cushy, the pillow that hugs you. Now, unlike your average pillow that you sleep with at night, the Cushy is the one-of-a-kind sleep experience. What's really important about the Cushy is this magical little design that I invented. And what is that? It is a pillow that has a hole through it. Now, for all you side sleepers out there, you know exactly how it is to lose your pillow at night or have that numbing feeling in your arm when you lose it. But with the Cushy, you never lose it. This is a product that I invented, and I want to give out 10 of these to you guys on my channel. So if you watch all the way to the video, you are going to know about it. All I need you to do is comment below number 1. And then whoever's number 2, comment number 2. Who's ever comment number 3, comment number 3. All the way to 10. I'll be watching out for your comments. And if you guys do it in order, each one of you that do it in order at the right time will each get a Cushy for free. We're just going to have to link up on the emails, but I'll make sure to send you out one of my Cushies that I invented and want to share it with the world with you guys right there. Like always, guys, I hope you enjoyed what we have going on the channel. You guys are absolutely awesome. Like, subscribe, comment below. Tell me what you think. And don't forget, We got to find 10 winners for the Cushies, and I'm going to mail them out for you. Shipping and handling on me. We're going to get this to your doorstep. I'll see you on the next one, guys, at Castell Collects. I'm your boy DL Castell. We'll see you next time.